Hi guys, I welcome everyone. You are welcome once again to my channel. On this tutorial, I want to show us how we can design a wedding jotter with our smartphone, and the app that we are going to use is Bixel app. And on this tutorial, you also get access to where I used to get my resources, all the resources of my design, and it will be dropping at the end of this video. So stay tuned, watch the video to the end so that you can get access to it. Thank you. Now, the next thing that I want to do here is to determine the image size that we are going to use on this design. Now the weight is 908, where the height is 1280. That is the image size. The next thing that I want to do now is to give it a background, which is that is the background that I want to use. Now I want to come up with a shape, then make it a cycle, then spread it wider, make it more wider, and then position it at the center. Position it at the center like this. Do something like this. Cool. Now duplicate this. Then go to your texture. That is the texture that I want to use, which is this. Sorry for that. Go to your texture. Okay, that is the texture that I want to use. Then position it like this. Do something like this. Now the first cycle, now let's change the color to yellow, something like this. All right, the next thing that I want to do now is to bring out the couple image, which is that is the image that I want to use. Then go to your erase. I want to erase this. Now on this note, increase this place. You can increase this one as well. Do something like this. I hope you are following. Now do it like this. That's how I want to do it. Do something like this. Then mark it. Reduce the size, sorry. Let's lock this so that it will not interrupt us. Reduce the size, make it smaller like this. Now the next thing that I want to do is to reduce the opacity. Make it 30, or you can make your own 35 depending on how you want it to be. Then bring it to the lash edge like this. Let's bring out the same image again, and then go to your erase. Now on this note, I just want to erase here like this. Sorry, I just want to erase here like this. Cool. Then do something like this. Now take it to the back of this cycle. Cool. Now let's lock it. the next thing that I want to do is to bring out the shape and then make the color black. Click on the plus and drag it like this. Let it be more darker. Then reduce the size of the shape. Position it at the center. Use your relative position. Do something like this. Then go to your stroke. Now give it a stroke. Make the color yellow. Then make the stroke 5. Either you can keep it at 6. Then let's bring out the frame that we want to use. That's the frame that I want to use. Now let me erase this. Erase the color. Then make it 70, either 80, so that the white will not show that much. Reduce the size so that it will be more fitable on this. Okay, let's position it. Cool. Now the next thing that I want to do now is to bring out my typography, the names of the couple. Then go to your enlightenment. Keep it at center enlightenment. Now let's give it a font. You just want to use simple fonts. You can use any font that you want to use. That is the font that I want to use. Then no, let's change this font. Let's change this font. Let's change it. Let us change it. Can we actually go with this? Okay, I think I'm okay with this. Now increase the size so that it will be more bold. Use your relative size to position it at the center. Cool. Now the next thing that I want to do is to duplicate it. Then tap the day, Saturday 10 September 2022. Then change the color to black. Now let's reduce the size. Cool. Let me bring out the next material that I want to use. I hope you are following. Position it here like this. Cool. Then duplicate this. Do something like this. Good. Now let's position this date. Cool. Now the next thing that I do is I bring out the shape again, make it a circle, then I give it a color of the background that I use. Then I do something like this. Duplicate it, then change the color of the second one to white. Sorry, to white. Cool. Then do something like this. Okay, as you can see, this is how I actually achieve the front wedding jotter that I made. Okay, now I will not only show you how you can design this, I will also show you how you can design the back one. Now we are going to design the back jotter now. First of all, we need to save this, and I will also show you how you can merge this together and make it a pure wedding jotter. As it is now, it's not wedding jotter yet. You are just designing it, but I will show you how you can put this spring, all that. Now let's save this. Save it as PNG and Ultra. Cool. Having done that, let's dismantle this. Then set it the same image size 908 to 1280. Let's delete this. Now the background that we're going to use now is not the same background again. Go to your gallery. Let's use this. Sorry. Let's use this image as our background. Cool. Now let's bring out a shape. Turn the radio to 100 and give it a color of the former background. Then do something like this. Let's do this like this. Then sorry. Then position it. Use your relative size. Position it at the center. Bring out the image couple, which is this. Then go to your erase. Then erase this. Erase this. Cool. Let's do something like this. Then reduce the size. Keep it at the center of the shape. Cool. Now let's lock it. Let's bring out our typography. Let's tap wedding. Let's increase the size a bit. Go to your fonts. You can use any kind of font that you want to use, but use a good font. That is the font that I want to use. Then position it at the top. Do something like this. Now let's type ceremony. Let's give it a font. Cool. Let's change the color to the color of the shape. Change the color of this one as well. Sorry. Cool. Now the next thing that I do here is to bring out the next material, which is this. Then I make it like this. I put it at the center. Then I duplicate it again. Do the same thing. Now I duplicate this. Then I tap the name of the couple again. Then keep it here. Sorry. Okay. Cool. Let's bring out the ring. position it here like this. Cool. All right, this is how I do the back wedding jotter. Let's duplicate this image, then bring it down here. Let's reduce the size a little bit. Do something like this. Okay. Increase it a little bit. Cool. Then go to opacity. Reduce the opacity to something 30. Cool. Now we are done with the wedding back design. So what we are going to do now is to save this, save as PNG and Ultra. Cool. Now we are going to match them together to make it a wedding jotter, to put the spring. Okay, so we need to dismantle this. Do something like this. Delete this. Now the image size that we are going to use now, it will not be like the first one. Now on this note, the high is gonna be 908 instead of 1280, where the weight is 1280. Then make it like this. Let's change the background to white. Cool. Now the next thing that we're going to do is to bring out the design that we just made. Go to your Bixel app, it should be there. That is it. That is the design that we just made. Now let's position this. For us to position this, we need to reduce the size a little bit so that it will be more fitable. Let's do something like this. I hope you are following. Cool. Now let's bring out the second one, which is this. Then do the same thing. On this note, we need to be careful so that we will not make a mistake. Cool. Let's position the second one. Good. Let's match this together. Let's just lock it so that it will not distract us. Now, this is where we are going to match it together. What we are going to do next is to bring out our spring. Do something like this. Then position it at the center between the two designs. Do something like this. As you can see, this is a wedding jotter. Then log this. This is how to make a wedding jotter. It's very simple as that. Thank you for watching. Like I promise you guys, I say I will give you access to how I get my resources. Now, the app that I use to get my resources is Image Search. The link will be dropped on this video description. Just go to the video description, download it. The app is Image Search. Now, on the app, once you go to the app, just search anything that you want to search and you will get it exactly as you want it. So, thank you for watching. God bless you. Now, before I forget, you can save this as PNG and Ultra. Then you send it to your client and then the person will print it out. That is it. Thank you.